Raymond, take a look at the screen and enjoy these highlights, okay? Have a seat, too.
I think that Raymond's cavalier attitude, that he felt, and we all had confidence in him, but I'm not sure anybody could see that he was going to be at the accolades he achieved, because he was just this young kid that had a smile on his face, and you just very unassuming when you see him outside the ring. But when you see him in the gym training, or you see him competing in the ring, he wanted to win, and he trained and prepared himself physically and mentally for that.
Well, the fact that he came out of the poor end of town in the North End and made his way to the top of the sport was a good sign. He didn't even know where the airport was, the first part of it, you know. And but I had told him, you know, that he could be traveling all over the place, and so he then got interested. And he knew that the opportunity was going to be there.
Raymond, like, he was going to go very far, and he did, absolutely. You know, just the way his abilities and just the way he handled himself in the ring, it was quite smooth.
You see Raymond anytime, he had this big toothy smile, a shine in his eyes, and he took his victories with his losses in stride. And I think that his mental strength is one of the reasons that separated him from most of his competitors. He fought without pressure. I mean, Raymond went from 1987 being the Canada Games gold medalist, virtually a kid, then the next year going to the Olympic Games winning a bronze medal. That's unheard of.
Raymond's career started hot when he won Best Boxer and a gold medal at the 1987 Canada Games. The next year, he fought in Seoul, Korea as an Olympian, where he lost a controversial decision to a Korean fighter that would have put him in the gold medal round.
The official allowed the clutching and grabbing to continue. In between these moves, Downey and Si-hung managed to get in a few hard shots. In the end, the fight was awarded to the South Korean. A disappointing decision for Downey. He comes home with bronze, but he'd hoped for gold.
Raymond, a lot of people thought that Raymond beat him. Raymond shook his hand, was very polite with the man, didn't let on that there was a thing in the world wrong, that anything happened. And when I saw that, I said, wow, that's amazing. That shows attitude. That shows attitude, and I tell you, there's nothing. If you don't have attitude, you don't have anything.
When Ray Downey finally emerged from Halifax City Hall today, the crowd went wild.
I think he's great. He's got lots of guts and determination. He deserved to win that medal.
I think he's the best. It's it.
I do sports too, and so it's really good to know someone from Halifax could win a medal.
As long as they think that, you know, and I'm someone they look up to, then I'll try my best, you know, to make sure that I stay that way.
Ray dominated in 1990, 2 years later, winning a gold medal at the President's Cup, a silver at the World Cup of Boxing, and a silver at the Commonwealth Games.
As soon as the fight started, he never stopped punching. That's what I liked about him. I was like, wow, this guy doesn't stop. He doesn't stop punching. He just keeps going. Boom, boom, boom.
Raymond could stand in front of you and throw up a combination and not be hit. He was really slick. He was not your typical southpaw, for sure.
Well, the main aspect was to hit the opponent and not get hit.
19-year-old Raymond Downey took charge right from the opening bell, hitting Jorge Oscar Lopez with a flurry of punches that forced the Argentinian to take 2 standing 8 counts in the first round. One more and Downey would have won the fight right away. But Lopez hung on, while Downey continued to score with blows to the face and head. When the bout was over, there was no doubt that Ray Downey had won.
During his career, he won 3 bronze and 2 gold at the Canada Cup, 3 gold and 1 silver at the Canadian Senior Boxing Championships, and competed in the 1992 Olympic Games.
He was a very likable person.
A huge fighter. Bronze medal, I mean, I've never ever won a bronze medal in the Olympic Games. That is huge. That is huge.
I mean, Raymond represented our country so proudly in different tournaments around the world, and that's when boxing was in his heyday in the 80s. Raymond did an amazing job for Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raymond Downey, the newest inductee to the Sport Hall of Fame. To present the plaque to Raymond, a Hall of Fame builder, a world-class boxing official inducted into the Hall in 2011, representing Mickey McDonald of Miko Companies tonight, the great Hubert Earl. And for the pin, they coached Ray from his first days in the gym until the end of his very successful amateur boxing career and have been instrumental in the development of many a boxer in Nova Scotia. Hall of Fame inductee Taylor Gordon and son Wayne here tonight. First of all, you had great hair. Where the heck did that go? Man, oh man. Listen, take me back, okay, to when you're 10 years old. What do you remember about first meeting Taylor and the guys at the Citadel Boxing Club? What took you there?
Well, I was following my father. I had gotten out of school and saw my dad heading towards the gym. And I asked him where he's going. He said he's going down to the gym. So I said, well, I've never been in the gym before. I'll follow my father. Went down in the gym, and Taylor approached me, asked me who I was and if I had any interest in boxing. And I said, I guess, whatever. So then he said, the first words he said to me, he said, you're going to be an Olympian. Now, of course, I never believed it. He's young. Just thought he just, shooting the breeze with me. For lack of a better term.
The breeze, exactly, yeah. Nicely done, Ray.
Yeah. So, I got involved and things gradually progressed, and who would have known I actually made it to the Olympics.
A couple of times, yeah. So he saw it in you right away. Did you fall in love with it right away?
Yes and no. It took a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice. And it is that part which stays which I remember and stays with me the most. It's the journey. Yeah, I've heard it said before, and never quite knew what people were talking about. But once I actually made it to the Olympics, and I had time to reflect on it, it was the journey which stays with you the most.
What's your favorite part of that journey?
I don't know that there's any one single favorite part, because I spent a lot of hours in the gym, a lot of sacrificing. When my friends would go on Saturday night, sometimes I had to stay home. I had to get up early and run in cold weather. We're here on the East Coast now, and just things like that, and I had to suffer bloody noses and stuff like that. And whenever that happened, I would go home to Mom. Mom always took care of me.
Yeah. Listen, tell me what it was like. We saw a video of you there. You were a really pretty fighter. Ray is a great name for a fighter, obviously. What was it like in the ring when you knew everything was clicking and you were in total control? Can you describe that feeling?
It just happened. It just felt natural. I had the good fortune of being in the gym with a lot of great guys like Rick Anderson, Trevor Burrick, Wayne Gordon, my cousin Billy, my cousin Downey, guys like that who were above me. and I was able to sit back and watch and learn from them. And when my time came to shine, I guess it just happened.
When you look back on it, can you believe, top 3 in the world in your weight class at the Olympics, and probably, if truth be told, top 2, but we won't get into that right now. But can you believe that years later?
Sometimes I can't, but it was so gradual. As it was happening, I could see it happen before my eyes, not believing it, but I was living it. Because it was so gradual, my progression, I would go away to tournaments and have a lot of success, and to myself I was saying, wow, just look at this going on, But like I said, I put a lot of work in, it didn't just happen out of nowhere. It took a lot of work.
Yeah, and it paid off. Thank you for shooting the breeze with us here tonight. Congratulations.